Joshua chapter 2, verse 10. Why is everyone in Canaan fearful, especially Jericho? This is why. Joshua 2, verse 10. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea before you when you came out of Egypt. This is why all of Canaan is fearful. Not only this, but also what you did to the two kings of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, to Sihon and Og. These were two powerful kings whom you devoted to destruction. You would not have been able to do this on your own. No, it started because the Lord was with you. He crushed the Egyptian army. He crushed Sihon's army. He crushed Og's army. He crushed the Amorites, the Egyptians. He's crushing everybody. He's fighting for Israel. This is what God does. God has promised in the book of Joshua. God is fighting your battles. He's fulfilling his promises, and he is faithful as always. And so what Rahab is saying in Joshua 2, verse 10, we have heard. This is why we're all fearful. We have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea before you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to the two kings of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, to Sihon and Og, whom you devoted to destruction. And all of this makes sense if Rahab truly was an innkeeper, because in her inn, people would be coming in and out. Day after day, week after week, year after year, people would be coming in to her inn and out of her inn, and they would come and they would tell stories. And they would tell of accounts, how the Lord dried up the Red Sea, how walls of water were on each side, how God led Israel through, how God crushed the Egyptian army. They would talk about the global economics and the global superpower of Egypt, and how they had to withdraw all of their forces from the land of Canaan back to Egypt. They would talk about all of the things that the Lord was doing for the nation of Israel as they wandered for 40 years in the wilderness. And now as Israel is just across the Jordan River, they obviously, these people, Jericho and the other Canaanite civilizations, they have spies and scouts and people going through the land to make sure everything's okay. And so as all of these people are coming in and out, day after day, week after week, year after year, they're telling stories, they're telling of accounts, they're giving reports, and all the while, we, specifically Rahab here, she is hearing this news. She is hearing this news not only about Israel, but more specifically about the Lord and what he is doing on behalf of his people. And so because of that, everyone in Canaan is absolutely fearful. Why? Because Yahweh is coming. That is why they are fearful. Yahweh is coming. This is Joshua chapter 2, verse 10.